I changed those things that were in my direct control. I mean, look, I'm proud of the fact that with 2 weeks to go, we're probably the first administration in modern history that hasn't had a major scandal in the White House.
Sorry, it's laughable. Folks, that's President Obama saying that he was relatively scandal-free. Yeah, all of his scandals were all buried by the CIA and the FBI. For more on this, we are honored to welcome to the program James Golden. You all know him as Bo Snerdley from the Rush Limbaugh Show. He's the official Obama criticizer, founder of New Journey PAC, which seeks to realign the black American vote with candidates and issues and conservatism so that they can actually benefit those communities. Mr. Golden, welcome back to the Chris Salcedo Show. It's an honor to see you again.
Chris, it is so good to be with you, and that was so laughable. It caught me off guard. The Obama administration was not only not scandal-free, they were scandalous during their entire administration. You go back to the Fast and Furious. You go back to what happened in Benghazi, all of the questions that have never been answered, all of the scandals that were never looked into. Hillary's email. We've learned today, of course, and yesterday, when you see the unclassified document, said this administration was up to its neck and its eyebrow in scandal. So this scandal-free business, yeah, he got a pass, and he got a pass. He's still getting a pass. Today, you can barely find news in mainstream outlets of what the rest of the country is talking about with what has been uncovered with Hillary basically ordering the Russiagate hoax.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we know that, President Obama was actually briefed on all of this. Now, whether or not he gave an order, that's kind of what I'm eager to find out, is just how involved he was, how involved Hillary was. And of course, I want to know who was making the decisions at the CIA and the FBI and the Director of National Intelligence back then, James Clapper. I want to know it all. The good news is the American people, James, are going to know about it, even if the press won't report it.
They're going to know about it because of outlets like yours, because of outlets like Newsmax, because this story is too big to contain. And by the way, congratulations, Newsmax. The ratings are out. You guys are doing some real growing. And I think everybody's proud of you that sees what's going on there. So this story is not going to be contained. It is too big. Now, Obama can continue to get a pass from his buddies in the drive-by mainstream media, but the facts are emerging. Our Federal Bureau of Investigation under Barack Obama was corrupt. Our intelligence agencies were corrupted. The Department of Justice was corrupted. And even in trying to dig for the information and dig for the truth, we're encountering more corruption. So we had better hope and pray that President Donald Trump is reelected, because if Joe Biden ever gets into or whoever will be sitting really in the Oval Office instead of Biden while he's napping or in the basement of the White House somewhere, whoever gets in there, if it's Biden's camp, will shut this down. This has to come out.
Yeah.
The American people deserve the truth. They deserve to know what happened. And we haven't even gotten to the Biden part of that administration and the corruption there with his son and with his family. Look, if America is going to be the America that it was, we have to have one system of justice, not just a system of justice for Democrats and another system for Republicans. We need one system of justice for Americans.
Amen to that. Your PAC is going after Kamala Harris and Black Lives Matter ahead of tonight's debate. Folks, have a look at this.
How important is it for these protests to continue?
It's critically important. The intensity and the brilliance of that movement. These movements provide a counterforce to get us to where we need to be. And everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after election.
For exercising their rights to peacefully protest.
James, look, Black Lives Matter has been and Antifa have been damaging the black community, the Latino community across this country, and it's about darn time that somebody started calling them out. I'm glad you are.
Well, thank you so much. No, Black Lives Matter isn't about Black Lives Matter. It's about one aspect of Black lives. Black Lives Matter when there's a white police officer involved with a black person and that person's killed. That's the only time it matters. It doesn't matter when there are over 1 million abortions in this country, most of which is genocide on young black babies in the womb. Doesn't matter for that. It doesn't matter when black people are killing other people and other black people. Doesn't matter for that. It doesn't matter when you go to any of the cities in America and you see the terrible onslaught that is happening in minority communities. Now, look, I want to be really clear about something. We, New Journey PAC, we take this issue of policing very seriously. We want to see when there are police officers that are not following the law, we want to see them held to account. We don't want to see American citizens executed. There's a process for that. There's due process in this country. At the same time, we want to see our law enforcement agencies supported. These are the people that stand between these communities and utter chaos. These are the communities that stand in between the honest people in those communities and the gangsters who are trying to overrun these cities with drugs and with human trafficking and with everything else. We need a strong law enforcement presence in America. And Kamala Harris, as a former prosecutor, showed us what it's like when you have corrupt law officials. She let an innocent man linger in jail because it wasn't in her political interest to admit the state had made a mistake, that she had made a mistake.
That's true.
Tulsi Gabbard called her out on that. Look, we have to,
That's
and
true.
this goes back to what I was saying before, Chris, we need one system of justice. We don't need a system of justice that just helps Democrats out or just that helps their Marxists. The scary part on all that is that Black Lives Matter has raised almost $2 billion by my count. And a lot of that money went into Act Blue charities. We don't know where that money's going, but that is the charitable arm of a political organization run by Democrats. We have to really get to the... Yeah.
James, we're running out of time. Look. Yeah, absolutely. James Golden, everybody. New Journey PAC. That's where you need to check out to help him out in his cause. And if you could, Bo Snerdley, pass on to Rush our love and prayers. It's always an honor having you on. And we'll get you on again, sir, hopefully before Election Day. Thank you, sir. Folks, more to come.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.